I want to take you back to a moment that occurred more than 100 years ago. It was March 7th, 1876, in the city of Boston, Massachusetts. Alexander Graham Bell had just been awarded US patent number 174465 for a new invention, the telephone. 3 days later, it came time to demonstrate the ability to, as he called it, talk with electricity. And so, Bell placed the first ever telephone call to his assistant, who was in another room. He said, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you." Even the first words ever spoken on a phone call still referred to needing to see the person at the other end. Even then, there was no substitute to face-to-face communication. 145 years have passed since that first fateful moment. Our modes of communication have continued to evolve. Today, at any given time, millions of people make the choice to connect with coworkers, business partners, and with family and friends. They place calls, have meetings, chat, create, collaborate, and of course, see people. Not just through video, through Zoom. Hello, I'm Uded Gal, Chief Product Officer at Zoom. Welcome to Zoomtopia 2021 and the product keynote. I'm joining you today from the heart of the Imaginarium. As the name suggests, an Imaginarium is anything that exists to inspire and spark the imagination. We've made ours into a world of wonder with so much to see, do, and discover. In Zoom's Imaginarium, we point the way to exciting possibilities and feature a host of inspiring ideas. At Zoom, it has been our single-minded mission to develop new and increasingly innovative ways of helping people connect and create. We're proud of the impact we've made over the past 10 years. By driving the development of features and benefits, many of them first-to-market advances, we've removed the friction of creation. It's no longer just individual geniuses like Bell or Franklin or Tesla that change the world. It's the groups of people that come together to communicate and collaborate that are taking us forward. And we are proud that Zoom has been part of that journey. This past year alone, our teams released hundreds of features, updates, and advances, all of them to make a better Zoom experience for our customers and creators. A fundamental part of how we at Zoom innovate involves listening to you, our customers, and responding to your needs. We'll spend our time today talking about how an idea is created and nurtured through communication tools like Zoom. How you collaborate on an idea with Zoom, how Zoom can be built into your business processes through your favorite apps, how you launch a product and build communities through platforms like Zoom Events, and finally, how we support our customers starting day one using Zoom. We have some exciting product innovations we'll mention throughout, some great partnerships, and even some new product still in development that we're excited to talk about with you for the first time today. To start us off, let's invite Heidi Elmore, Head of Unified Communications, onto our virtual stage. She'll outline how those first seeds of collaboration and communication can generate opportunities for all of our customers to create something new. Heidi?
Thanks, Oded. Many of our customers know and love Zoom for our frictionless meetings, from our easy meeting join to our high-fidelity video to our fun and engaging meeting experiences. But the time we spend communicating outside meetings is important as well. As humans, we connect in many different ways. We communicate verbally, we communicate non-verbally, and we communicate in writing. Zoom helps mimic all the ways that we interact with each other in real life. And Zoom makes creativity, collaboration, and of course communication easy and part of a single unified flow. Let me show you what I mean with Zoom chats and channels. Let's go on a journey with Virginia Willis. Virginia and the Design Happiness team have been working on ideas to improve the emoji store, so they started a channel. You'll notice the simplified Zoom chat experience, now with search, favorites, and more. The group has a brief summary from yesterday's meeting with the emoji team, available to everyone in the channel. You can see all of the chat history to quickly get up to speed. Virginia can also start a channel meeting on the fly. During the meeting, she can actively chat with her teammates. Now, she's recorded the meeting to ensure teammates who couldn't attend are also in the know. Once the meeting ends, work continues in the channel, where the meeting's chat summary card is posted. Virginia sees the card and then clicks on the meeting chat transcript. The meeting recording is also posted right there in the channel. This is new, and we're excited to launch this in Q4. Virginia can also actively collaborate with her teammates in the channel on a document from a third-party cloud storage provider. We plan to start with SharePoint Online and Box in Q4 and follow shortly after with Google and Dropbox. This new set of capabilities will help keep your files in your collaboration platform of choice while driving co-authoring right from the channel. Channels in Zoom, like the Design Team channel, help you stay organized with work towards a common shared goal. But sometimes you may need all hands on deck. Presence is a great indicator of an individual's availability to communicate, but often this information for the team isn't enough. What if you could see an easy, unified view of the team's status? Huddle View, new in Zoom Chat, will provide a visual layout of channels to give teams a sense of connectedness while working virtually. Channel members will be able to choose a unique virtual background of their choice, chat, and easily see who's in the channel to quickly identify if they're busy or available, bringing teams together in a whole new way. We'll be humanizing the chat experience with Huddle View in Q4 of this year. Now, communication extends across teams, organizations, and sometimes even needs to extend across communication applications. We're working with Mio to help enable chat with other messaging applications like Cisco WebEx, Slack, and Microsoft Teams. We have room for everyone here at Zoom, and Mio integration will launch in Q4. When it comes to Zoom's collaboration capabilities, chat and channels help me stay connected with those most important to me, both inside and outside of meetings. We hope you'll try it today. Back to you, Oded.
Thanks, Heidi. As you heard, Zoom collaboration tools create a single space for work to get done. But giving customers a digital canvas to capture ideas is important no matter where you're working. For those who were part of our last Zoomtopia, you remember that we shared our vision for Whiteboard and how this cloud-based tool could deliver an even richer experience than what we find in the physical world. To hear more of how we're advancing Whiteboard, please welcome Jeff Smith, the head of Zoom Rooms.
Thanks, Oded. With hybrid work models becoming the norm, distributed teams need tools to power their creativity as well as organization. A virtual space where working groups can create, plan, and execute. The Zoom Whiteboard is a modern collaboration canvas, and we are excited to make this new tool available in beta later this year. Zoom Whiteboard will give teams across organizations access to their workplace from anywhere. Laptops, mobile devices, desktops, in a browser, or integrated into Zoom clients. For hybrid teams, Zoom Rooms for Touch will provide the space to visualize and create without the constraints of small screens. Here's a sneak peek at the new Zoom Whiteboard.
An idea can start anywhere. But ideas become something bigger when collaboration happens. Zoom Rooms whiteboarding solutions allow you to collaborate in real time and continue the project after meeting with your colleagues. It's easy for people anywhere to contribute to the same project, like escalating a call to a Zoom room. Collaborate with innovative features that make it simple for hybrid teams to interact in new ways, like using your tablet in companion mode. The easy-to-share and easy-to-access persistent whiteboard means you can pick up right where you left off. Collaborate together in a Zoom room for touch. Add sticky notes, images, and annotations where needed. Or you can fully contribute to projects on Zoom Whiteboard, on your laptop, your mobile device, in different locations. The in-room Zoom for Touch whiteboard works as an extension of your virtual canvas, allowing groups of people to work on the same project together. And because Zoom Whiteboard's infinite canvas is virtual, users will be able to interact through a range of devices, including exciting new experiences.
We're thrilled to be bringing Zoom Whiteboard to users everywhere later this year.
Thank you, Jeff. But ultimately, Whiteboard is all about visualization. That's why we're working on a new way of bringing everyone into the experience in a virtual space. I'm proud to share that Zoom is teaming up with Oculus from Facebook to bring Zoom into the Horizon Workroom experience. For more on the work we plan to be doing together and the benefits it provides, please welcome Mike LeBeau, Director of Product Management at Oculus, and our own Zoom Rooms Product Manager, Jordan Thiel.
Thanks, Oded. We recognize that today, people are working from home and may not have the most optimized space to collaborate with their teams. So, we plan to give our users the ability to immerse themselves into the largest whiteboard possible. In order to bring this vision to life, we'll be teaming up with Oculus's Horizon Workrooms to bring the physical and virtual worlds together using Zoom. To speak more on the Workrooms product, I'll pass it over to Mike.
Thanks so much, Jordan and Oded. It's awesome to be here. You know, the way we work is changing. More people are rethinking what it means to be in an office, and we think virtual reality can play a big role in helping people collaborate. In August, we launched Horizon Workrooms, Oculus's flagship collaboration experience, where you and your colleagues can come together to work in the same virtual room, regardless of physical location. You can join Workrooms from VR using an Oculus Quest 2 headset, or dial in from a video call on your computer. We've brought together some of our best new technologies for the first time into one experience. You and your team can use Workrooms to brainstorm or whiteboard out an idea, work on a document, hang out and socialize, or simply just have conversations that flow more naturally. We're thrilled to be teaming up with Zoom to start taking a major step forward in building towards this vision together, letting people join Zoom meetings and collaborate on Zoom whiteboards right from VR in Workrooms.
As you've heard, the Oculus team has done an amazing job building out the Workrooms product, and although we're still in the early stages of development, we're excited to bring Zoom into that experience. Mike, let's show them what this experience could look like.
Sounds good. I'll go jump into VR.
Welcome to our offices in San Jose. Today we'll show you how this new Zoom and Workrooms integration may work to interact seamlessly together, even though we can be anywhere in the world. I'm here in the real world, while Dominique, Mike, and his colleague Yushi, who is all the way in London, are already together in VR using Workrooms.
Hey everybody.
Hey Jordan.
Hey Jordan.
It's great to see you all in VR. I'm dialing in from my Zoom Rooms touchboard. It feels like I've joined a real meeting room where you're all sitting together.
Wow, it really feels like we're in the same room together.
And my avatar hands move in VR just like my real hands move as I talk. And because Workrooms is a mixed reality experience, my virtual desk in Workrooms maps to my physical desk. And I can see my computer screen and my keyboard in front of me just as they are on my physical desk.
That's awesome. All right, shall we try out a prototype of what Zoom Whiteboard might look like in Workrooms?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do it.
Let me open up a whiteboard from my Zoom dashboard. You can see that I can draw freehand using different colors for some rough ideation. I can also create shapes and add different connectors to them to create some flow diagrams. I can also add some sticky notes. And lastly, I'll tag Mike in a comment so he knows where I need some input from him.
I can also write on the same whiteboard as Jordan from here. I just flip my controller to use it like a pen to write directly on my real desk.
You know what? I think I need a bigger whiteboard. Let me go to the front of the room. That's better.
Cool, I'll join you up there. So now it feels like we're working on a big version of the same whiteboard as Jordan in the real world and collaborating on a project together. So I can just add a note here and it'll show up for Jordan just the same.
We also envision that you will be able to save the whiteboard and share it with others using email or chat. It's all pretty cool stuff. I'll see you back up on stage.
Thanks to Mike and the entire team at Oculus for their creativity and continued collaboration. By working together, we're looking to power video communication, Zoom Whiteboard, and other aspects of collaboration into the future.
Thanks so much, Jordan. We're really excited to be working with Zoom.
Back to you, Oded.
Thanks, team. You've now heard about our vision for our collaboration platform. Let's double-click into each communication product area for some additional updates. First, let's spend some time talking about how we're adding innovation to our industry-leading meeting solution. Recently, Zoom announced the acquisition of Kites, a company dedicated to providing natural language processing and automatic speech recognition. We've moved quickly to combine the best of Kites with best of Zoom to supercharge our efforts and bring more capabilities to you. To talk more about this, please welcome Natasha Walia, Group Product Manager for Zoom Meetings.
Thank you, Oded. Over the years, Zoom has enabled you to connect across borders and continents. And now, we are taking the next step so you can connect across languages with real-time translations. There are two parts to this promise. First, we're capturing the spoken word through transcription. And I'm excited to share that we're working towards extending Zoom's automated transcription beyond English. Zoom has plans to provide real-time transcription for as many as 30 additional languages in the next year so you can connect in your native language. Next, Zoom's automated translation technology will translate the transcripted content into the language of your choosing. We're planning to support real-time translation across as many as 12 languages in the next year. And not just from English to other languages, but from other languages to English as well. These products are all about driving access and inclusion. And we're excited by how far these advances can go towards creating stronger connections, not just for distributed workforces or second language speakers, but particularly for the hearing impaired. Multi-language transcription and translation will help you break down language barriers. And as Oded often likes to say, make Zoom meetings even better than in-person meetings. Let's bring on the teams from both Zoom and Kites to demonstrate.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be joining you from Germany.
Hi, we have people watching our presentation from all over the world. It's very exciting that people who speak other languages like Japanese, Chinese, Portuguese, or Korean can now understand us. This will make communication much easier.
Yes, that's why we're thrilled to be part of the Zoom family. We're working hard to support transcription and translation in many languages. This makes the world just a little bit smaller and our team more productive.
Alex, can you tell me something about the technology that makes this work?
Natürlich. Das System basiert auf künstlicher Intelligenz. Wir kombinieren dabei automatische Spracherkennung und maschinelle Übersetzung. Die englische Sprache wird erst von der automatischen Spracherkennung transkribiert, dann wird dieser englische Text von der maschinellen Übersetzung in die anderen Sprachen übersetzt.
That's great. We're excited to have you join us and welcome once again to Zoom.
Thank you again, team. Now, transcribing and translating languages is a monumental step forward. But anywhere from 70 to 90% of human communication is nonverbal, and hand gestures are a significant part of it. So, we've leveraged our industry-leading artificial intelligence to detect your hand gestures and convert them into meeting reactions that everyone can see on screen. Recently, we released hand gestures for iPad, and now we're working to expand this feature to all platforms. So whether you're using a desktop or a mobile device, you no longer have to push a button or click a mouse. If you want to express yourself, just express yourself, and Zoom will do the rest. With hand gestures, we're making meetings more efficient, more engaging, and more reflective of the ways in which we naturally communicate. Now, innovations in meetings are also about making the core capabilities of Zoom even easier to use. So, we're excited to bring you your own personal Zoom assistant, the Zoom Widget. Using Zoom Widget, you can see upcoming meetings at a glance, see who's already in the meeting, notify the host using Zoom Chat if you're running late, and when you are ready, simply join your meeting with a single click. It's that easy. For those of us in back-to-back meetings, Zoom Widget helps us manage time, manage expectations, and keep everyone in the know. We plan to make this available by early next year. Next, let's talk about sharing presentations in meetings. Unfortunately, remote presentations are constantly interrupted with a request for "next slide, please." To make remote communications even more frictionless, we are excited to introduce slide control. With slide control, one person shares the slides, while another presenter can navigate the slide deck when it's their turn to speak, without having to verbally interrupt by asking for "next slide, please." Slide control will support Google Slides, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft 365, and Apple Keynote. And this will be available by the end of the year. But all work and no play is no fun. Let's face it, being in back-to-back meetings all day, every day, we sometimes need to bring a little bit of levity into our lives. So, when you're feeling a bit playful, you'll be able to choose an avatar from our roster of video filters, and perhaps be a cat. Avatars are planned to be released by early next year. Finally, let's move from the fun to the fundamental, and the topic of security. At Zoom, security and privacy are the cornerstones of everything we do. We are continuously innovating our security capabilities to give you more control with customizable features such as end-to-end encryption, secure login, and role-based access controls. And now, we're taking additional steps, beginning with identity. In the world of deep fakes and identity theft, it's becoming increasingly important to verify the user's identity. As a first step towards addressing these challenges, we partnered with Okta to provide Zoom users a way to feel confident that the person at the other end is indeed who we think they are. We're also taking steps to ensure that customers have more control of their data. With BYOK, or Bring Your Own Key, you can provision and manage your own encryption keys to secure your assets, such as meeting and webinar recording files and phone voicemails. Verified Identity and Bring Your Own Key are both planned for a beta release by early next year. And with that, it's a wrap for meeting innovations and security. Back to you, Oded.
Thank you, Natasha. When it comes to enabling communication with the entire world, Zoom Phone is how we ensure that every person can be contacted. Because even if you don't have a smartphone, a computer, Wi-Fi, or the internet, you still most likely have a phone number. Voice remains one of the most inclusive ways of contacting anyone around the world. So up next, let's talk about how we're driving additional productivity through Zoom Phone. I'd like to invite Vi Chow, the head of Zoom Phone product, up to the virtual stage. Welcome, Vi.
Thanks, Oded. Zoom Phone is a feature-rich cloud phone system for businesses of all sizes. We've built incredible momentum, and we're adding hundreds of features and rapidly innovating. It's been an exciting year for us where we've seen record growth. Today, I'm excited to announce that we've surpassed 2 million licenses. We're so proud, and we want to thank you, our customers, for trusting us to run your most critical business processes. As we look ahead to help customers prepare for hybrid work, we have some exciting new innovations planned. First, let's talk about how to connect to Zoom Phone's industry-leading call control with the rest of the world. Today, we have 3 options to source transport and phone numbers. The first is Zoom Phone calling plans, where you can buy phone plans directly from Zoom. With the most recent addition of Japan, we're leading the industry with plans in 47 different countries. The other option involves Bring Your Own Carrier, or BYOC, which is split into 2 options. You can leverage premise-based session border controllers to connect directly to your carrier, or you can provide connectivity directly to Zoom through cloud peering. Today, we're excited to announce Provider Exchange. We're working with a number of providers to streamline this and simplify the cloud peering platform. Customers like you can easily provision and manage phone numbers from any partner directly from the Zoom admin console. This will be available at the end of the year. Next, let's talk about personal devices for Zoom Phone. We launched Zoom appliances in June with Poly and Yealink and provide a full-featured Zoom experience on a purpose-built device. In common area use cases, many customers are deploying these devices for their focus rooms and shared spaces to operate as Zoom rooms. We're excited that Neat and Audio Codes will be joining that group later this year. With Neat Frame, you'll get a super offering for anyone using Zoom Phone in a private or personal space, particularly for executives. In addition to its sleek looks and advanced telephony features, it's actually an amazing phone. With companion mode, you can see everyone on the device and view and share content on the laptop. These personal devices offer high-fidelity Zoom experiences, and we thank you, our hardware partners, for continuing to work with us, giving you more options and ensuring you experiences that live up to the Zoom standard. In a bit, Cynthia will talk more about how Zoom Phone integrates with your Zoom rooms and collaborative hardware solutions, so stay with us. If you're like me, most of the voicemails I get are from telemarketers. Occasionally, I receive super important voicemails with detailed information from somebody important, like Odette. Imagine if you could add video to those voicemails to make them even more informative. We're proud to announce Video Voicemail, which enables you to leave video messages directly for your teammates right in their inbox. It's available later this year, and we'll also be expanding that functionality so you can record and send videos directly in chat and channels. We're so excited to bring all of these innovations to you. Now back to you, Odette.
Thank you, Vi. We've rounded out the core Zoom platform. Now let's talk about how you can embed Zoom communication capabilities right into your own business processes through Zoom apps. For that, I'd like to invite Ross Mayfield, lead for product integrations at Zoom.
Thank you, Oded. This year, we launched Zoom apps with over 50 launch partners, with apps that you can use in Zoom meetings today. They're already some of the most popular of the 1,700 third-party integrations in the Zoom app marketplace. By enabling third-party applications into the Zoom experience, we're making meetings more productive, more engaging, and more fun. We heard from Zoom customers the need to carry the context and the content of their workflows through the communication. Zoom apps are built to support meeting workflow. What needs to happen before, during, and after a meeting to be productive. Before a meeting, you prepare the agenda. You bring tasks and data and decisions from your workflows for discussion. During the meeting, you decide on action items, you take notes, or have them automatically created through live transcription. And then after a meeting, you summarize and communicate the recap and continue in your regular workflow. You can see all this in Zoom apps for meetings, like HubSpot's new Zoom app that weaves seamlessly into your daily work lives. You can see information about your contact, open tickets, edit records, and more. And now, I'm excited to share what's in store for Zoom apps. Beyond the question of the Mac or the PC, in the future, you'll be able to use Zoom apps on your phone or your tablet. With apps like DocuSign, where you can sign together anywhere, your workflows just got easier. Watch for new, engaging mobile experiences with Zoom apps, as well as Zoom apps for Zoom Rooms for touch. Next, we'll be expanding the experience of Zoom apps to Zoom webinars. Zoom apps like Mentimeter and Poly make it easier to increase audience engagement. Large group interactive experiences will create social spaces in Zoom events that everyone will want to participate in. Zoom apps is more than just running your favorite apps in Zoom. I'm excited to share how we are enabling immersive apps, a video-first innovation that puts people into apps and enables developer partners to create immersive and collaborative experiences. Soon a meeting host can just click Collaborate to engage a team in a Google Workspace document. Like screen sharing, it focuses the view of every meeting participant, but in an interactive app. And people are immersed in the collaborative experience, so you can read the room and more. You can see how your favorite productivity apps are instantly becoming more engaging as immersive apps. And soon you'll see Zoom apps from Box and Dropbox and others come alive in Collaborate mode. And with the new Zoom apps for Microsoft products, soon you'll be able to access your files from SharePoint and collaborate on Office documents right in Zoom meetings. And with other immersive apps, the host can just click play in order to invoke a multiplayer experience for fun, for school, and for work. You'll be amazed at the experience of Kahoot on Zoom.
Hey everybody, are you ready to play Kahoot? Let's get going. All right, first question. When was Kahoot founded? And of course, it was 2012. And let's see what that means for the scoreboard.
I've talked about Zoom apps being productive and engaging, but they're also fun. Yes, it is time to put the video back into video games, just as Zoom can. But don't take my word for it. Let's hear from Ellen DeGeneres about how she is using Zoom for her hit game, Heads Up.
Hello, Zoom. Hey, if you're anything like me, you've spent the past year and a half pretending that you're paying attention in Zoom meetings. Well, it's time to make meeting fatigue a thing of the past. How, you say? Is that what you said? I couldn't hear you. You're on mute. I'll tell you how. With my game Heads Up. That's right, Heads Up has been played over 2 billion times around the world. Now you can play it right on Zoom. Your work meetings, Zoom baby showers, social distant Thanksgiving, things, way more fun now. And here's the crazy part. You can play for free right now. So go, scoot, scat, skedaddle. Happy Zooming.
As you can see, Zoom will soon be the go-to destination for family game night. This year we launched the Zoom Apps Fund, a new $100 million venture fund that's all about stimulating growth within Zoom's ecosystem of Zoom apps, integrations, developer platform, and hardware partners. As you may have heard from Eric earlier, the first batch of funded apps was announced just on August 30th, and we'll continue to invest in the developer partners to seed the ecosystem with investments ranging of $250,000 to $2.5 million US. Zoom knows how vital early funding can be to entrepreneurs. And so we're looking to support your efforts to build new solutions that will become core to how Zoom customers connect, communicate, and collaborate. Oded, back to you.
Thank you, Ross. These apps and integrations just further our communication and collaboration story that enables our customers to be more productive. When so much of the world shifted to working from home, Zoom was there. We were poised and ready because we had already been planning and preparing for what the future might hold. Zoom is committed to being a leader in shaping the evolution of work. You heard from Vi earlier about some innovations in personal devices. Whether you're returning to the office, working from home, or choosing a mix of both, Zoom has purpose-built room and collaboration solutions ready for you. For more on how we're forging the future of work, please welcome Lead Product Manager, Cynthia Lee. Cynthia?
Thanks, Oded. When you have a hybrid workforce with a mix of people working in the office and working remotely, It's important to keep everyone on the same playing field and allow seamless conversations and collaboration, no matter where you or your team are physically located. Video allows us to see each other, but if you're at home in a meeting with a conference room full of people at the office, how do you really immerse and engage? Can you see the facial expressions of the person sitting at the back of the room? I'm excited to share what Zoom is doing in collaboration with our hardware partners to level the playing field and really boost productivity for hybrid work. Zoom Room's Smart Gallery gives people access to whole new perspectives in meetings. Let's take a look.
Organizations have embraced hybrid work. How do you ensure that on-site and remote workers can feel included and can participate equally when meeting and collaborating? To create a space where employees can collaborate and engage more naturally, meeting spaces must better support the needs of remote participants. That's why we created Zoom Room's Smart Gallery in collaboration with our hardware partners. Powered by AI on Zoom Room software and devices, the Smart Gallery feature creates individual video feeds of in-room participants so they are seen more clearly by remote attendees. Meeting participants can move around the room and gesture naturally, as the camera technology will follow them to create that in-the-room feel. Smart Gallery adapts as people enter and leave the room, so there's no need for someone to manage the room settings or tend to the camera. This technology will also process the audio conversation to highlight the right person speaking. And multiple cameras can be utilized to scale to fit larger spaces, giving remote participants additional perspectives so they can be a part of the collaboration wherever it is happening in the room. AI will even analyze these multiple video streams to identify the optimal angle to display participants for a seamless hybrid meeting experience. Transform your conference room into a collaboration space with Zoom Room Smart Gallery.
While businesses can benefit from Zoom Room's Smart Gallery, we see real potential in driving the experience across a number of vertical industries and use cases, like in hybrid classrooms, public sector proceedings, or collaborative care team meetings in healthcare when attendees and stakeholders are remote. Basically, Zoom Room's Smart Gallery is ideal for any industry and any hybrid meeting looking to provide a more equitable, inclusive, and engaging attendee experience for both in-room and remote attendees. We're committed to continuously innovating the experience because we all know the kind of difference it can make for hybrid work. Now that the ways people work and collaborate have changed, many companies are rethinking their workspaces, and they're finding that flexibility is key. Employees want the freedom to come in a few days a week and work from home the rest of the time. That's driving companies to move away from dedicated seats and reconfigure into flexible spaces that users can book and use for when they are in the office. Zoom's hot desking solution allows users to book desks and spaces directly from an interactive map. Let's take a look. Let's say I'm planning to come into the office next week, and I want to book a desk in advance. From my laptop, I can open up a map of the building and see which desks are available. I can even see where my colleagues are sitting that day. It's easy to select a seat to book, or even better, I can ask Zoom to recommend a seat for me. Zoom's built-in intelligence will select the best seat based on things like my preferences and even which of my frequent collaborators might be in the office that day. When I arrive in the office, a map of the floor is displayed using Zoom Room's kiosk. If I didn't book a seat already, I can easily find and reserve a seat using the interactive touch display. I booked my seat in advance though, so let me pull up my mobile phone to help guide me to my desk. At my desk, the Zoom Room's appliance shows that it's reserved for me. I can easily scan the QR code with my phone to confirm my check-in. Now, my desk transforms into a personal device, fully customized for me. It has my calendar and my contacts, so I can quickly go on with my work. It's just like bringing my home office with me. And at the end of the day, I'm automatically signed out, so my data is never left behind. we'll be bringing hot desking to Zoom rooms as well as Zoom phone devices in beta later this year. We're excited to be innovating with our partners to bring you these hybrid work solutions and many more. What you've seen is just the start. Whether you're at home, in the office, or anywhere in between, we're allowing devices within the Zoom ecosystem to work seamlessly together. I can take my Zoom meeting with me on my personal device of choice and move meetings between mobile, desktop, and in the future, Zoom rooms. In a room, I'll be able to open up companion mode on my personal tablet to participate in the whiteboard. We've designed these experiences to be simple and frictionless. It's a better way of supporting how we work today and how we'll work tomorrow. And now, I'll turn it back over to you, Oded.
Companies are finding that flexibility in work makes employees more productive. Whether people work remotely, in office, or choose a hybrid model, solutions like Smart Gallery, hot desking, and companion mode mean that you can rely on Zoom to power your next phase of work. Zoom is designed to be flexible, continually adapting to meet the needs of Zoom customers, of an evolving workforce, and of a society still looking for the best and most productive ways of gathering. When you're ready to communicate a message more broadly, after you have ideated, collaborated, and created, we also want to make sure you have the tools for many different types of large meetings and at-scale events. 1 year ago, we announced on Zoom, which is ideal for consumers who want to grow their community and monetize their crafts through live virtual events. We also have our video webinar offering, which is a simple way to broadcast a single session with the ability to share one link to join. This is ideal for those customers who don't need all the bells and whistles for a full event platform. It's simple and it works. And then, this past July, we announced Zoom Events, an all-in-one event platform for event owners who want to host, promote, produce, and analyze large-scale events while also allowing attendees to network with one another. You're experiencing it right now with Zoomtopia. To help us understand our new features for at-scale events, please welcome Pankaj Prasad, Zoom Product Manager for Webinars and Virtual Events. Pankaj?
As Oded mentioned, there's an increasing need for communicating effectively at scale. Whether you're looking for an easy solution to broadcast to a large audience or an all-in-one event management platform to build a multi-session, multi-day conference, or even an opportunity to expand your audience to reach millions more, we have the right solution for you. Let's start with Zoom Webinar. This year, already more than 1 billion people have attended a Zoom webinar. Many of you have relied on webinars to stay connected with your customers, employees, students, or other constituents. The product team is in awe of all the creative ways you've used it. We've met with so many of you to understand your requirements and your challenges when it comes to communicating at scale. And so, as Oded likes to say, we're doubling down on product. The single most requested feature for webinar is a gathering place for speakers before, during, and after a session. In real life, this is the green room. Virtually, we're calling it backstage. Now, speakers, panelists, and production support can hang out backstage, watch the live webinar, respond to Q&A, and get pulled live by the host. Now you won't miss out on the camaraderie of hanging out in the green room when you're hosting a virtual event. We'll be opening this up for beta in the fall. Webinars are an incredibly effective way to communicate at scale, but sometimes you need more than a single session. Many of us navigated attending a virtual event for the first time this past year. We learned that you cobble together several different tools to get an event off the ground. We've seen how, in this new hybrid work environment, what constitutes an event has grown broadly, whether it's an internal event, an invite-only customer summit, or a wide-open global conference. We took these learnings and went to work. Zoom Events is our response. It's a secure, flexible, all-in-one platform to create virtual experiences attendees will love. We approached event creation from the perspective that running an event isn't just an event professional's job. At some point, we'll all be called upon to host a virtual meeting that is really an event, and so we've made it so anyone can build one in 6 easy steps as shown on the screen. As a host, you can select whether your event is a single session, multi-session, or multi-track, and we walk you through branding the event page with images and videos, adding speakers, sessions with video sizzle reels, and creating tickets giving you a real-time view of what attendees will see throughout the process. As we talked with our IT partners about the events they saw created across their organizations, we learned that they needed a scalable and secure way to organize them. We responded with hubs, where event organizers can now post an unlimited number of events based on intended audiences. You can have a hub for internal communications or wellness or a hub for training. The possibilities are endless. Supporting all event variations, making event creation easy enough for anyone, and allowing flexible organization is just one piece. We also had to ensure attendee happiness and delight. We believe the power of events is in the connections made, connecting with speakers, connecting with other attendees, and even connecting with sponsors. And so we've created an event lobby that serves as a launchpad for attendees to view live streams of active sessions and congregate when they join an event. Networking is a breeze. If you mouse over another attendee in chat, you can add them as a contact. If they accept, you can now use the Zoom platform to launch a one-to-one meeting or chat with them directly. Dedicated chat channels can be created for multi-track events where you can discuss the session topic before and after. Sponsors can have a dedicated chat channel where you can ask questions and interact with the reps. But we didn't just stop there. We wanted to bring the thrill of discovery to the virtual event. To do this, we're introducing Expo here at Zoomtopia. Move your avatar around a virtual floor and meet with Zoom product experts and booths. You can also chat with other attendees in close proximity. This beta feature is opening up today and tomorrow for up to 1,000 attendees at a time. We hope you get a chance to check it out and would love your feedback. This is our starting point in virtual events, and I'm incredibly excited to partner with you to continue to define this space together. Here at Zoomtopia, we're using Zoom events to communicate at scale with all of you. There are 70+ sessions over 2 days, and all are accessible from the event lobby. We hope you make some meaningful connections here. Oded, back to you.
Thank you, Pankaj. Once you told the world about your message to scale capabilities like on Zoom, webinars, or Zoom events, our customers told us they need help supporting those inbound, customer-driven requests around service and satisfaction. These opportunities to connect your end users and organizations through video is something we feel very passionately about. We believe Zoom is best positioned to help video become part of your business process. Our starting point, as Eric mentioned, is the Zoom Video Engagement Center. We're building an end-to-end service that integrates many of the isolated systems that customers use now to address their own customer satisfaction. And we're doing it in a very Zoom way. For more on this, it's my pleasure to welcome back Heidi Elmore and Vai Chao.
In the last few years, organizations of all types have used Zoom, specifically Zoom Video, to maintain connections and keep business going. Now these organizations are asking for our help transforming more than just their internal communications. They need help transforming and automating customer interactions through their digital front door, like websites or applications. But traditional technology like contact centers isn't enough. Video adds empathy, connection, and enables conversations with experts because they can see you, your surroundings, or something physical you might have. We're excited to announce Zoom Video Engagement Center. We're putting Zoom Video right in the middle of automated end customer and expert interactions. These pre-configured but customizable workflows will easily become part of your existing business processes. Through Zoom Video Engagement Center, organizations will be empowered to grow new customers, drive engagement, and increase revenue. For end customers, these conversations can start at either a digital or even a physical point of presence. They will be routed to the right experts to have highly productive conversations like troubleshooting on the manufacturing floor, or connecting with a medical professional. We will help automate what happens before the call, like how the video interactions are scheduled, a waiting room experience, and make joining the video call easy. Then after the video call, we'll help automate follow-up items like surveys or follow-up tasks. With Zoom Video Engagement Center high value, video conversations will happen at the right time with the right person. My friend Vi will now walk us through a few demos of our vision and how we'll make it easy to get started.
As Heidi mentioned, these conversations can start either from a physical point of presence or digitally. Let's start with the physical scenario. As organizations are returning to varying degrees of hybrid work, many are grappling with talent shortages and providing a safe environment for staff. Through kiosks like this one, you can route and connect to experts located anywhere via video. This could be used for customers at brick and mortar stores or even internally for locations like your main lobby. For example, I'm at a local hardware store, and I want to know if the tile that I'm looking at can be ordered in a specific color. Rather than staffing the store to support questions like this locally, a retailer can use a centralized pool of resources shared across locations. Now, with Video Engagement Center, the retailer only has to staff for the most essential on-site roles. The video ensures the communication is fast, efficient, and empathetic. Next, let's talk about digital workflows. You've heard from Ross about expanding workflows to meetings. That same vision extends to Video Engagement Center, where we give you easy access to rich workflows with just a few lines of JavaScript, or you can embed our SDKs. Instead of having to build routing, multi-channel communications, or video experiences yourself, you can use our workflows to quickly get started. As the system is locating the right individual, customers are presented with rich, immersive waiting experiences. If the wait time is longer than usual, you can instantly chat with the customer or provide them with an option to get a callback. Once that video call starts, the expert has access to your customer's records through connectors to EHR, CRM, and other databases. When the call is done, you can automatically send a survey or follow-up instructions. Video Engagement Center is also easy to monitor and supervise. For supervisors and managers, measuring the effectiveness and utilization of your experts is directly available from the Zoom client. You'll have detailed real-time reports and analytics. If there happens to be a VIP that needs special treatment, you can easily change their position directly in the queue. The same visibility is available from the web. And most importantly, Zoom Video Engagement Center is easy and simple to provision. All of these wonderful features can be easily set up and managed directly from the Zoom admin console. To help you get started with the entire journey, we have dozens of templates for you to choose from. If you want to customize your workflow, our flow editor empowers organizations to design the customer journey that works best for you. With just a few clicks, you can drag and drop. Routing logic is easily deployed across channels, and integrations to CRMs and other systems are just a few inputs away. If you have thousands of agents across dozens of workflows, Zoom Video Engagement Center can also scale programmatically to automate the provisioning to suit your needs.
As you can see, Zoom Video Engagement Center will help our customers connect with their customers with trusted Zoom video through workflows that can be automated and embedded in your business. We think Zoom Video Engagement Center will sit alongside your traditional contact center because video is more than just another channel. Back to you, Oded.
Thank you, Heidi and Vi. We project that our Video Engagement Center will be available in beta this November and to the public in January. We're also excited to add Five9 and their additional products and expertise to this ever-expanding portfolio of customer engagement products. For millions of people throughout the world, the past many months have only served to amplify their awareness and appreciation of the Zoom platform. We realized how critical connections truly are And that is why we're continuing to build and advance our offerings to support how we connect today and how we'll connect in the future. We are video first, as we've always been, because we believe there is no substitute for face-to-face communication. It is how we best connect, create, and collaborate. It is what enables people to use the Zoom platform in new and increasingly innovative ways, to span borders and boundaries, to bring people together, and to build business from the ground up. All of it on one single integrated frictionless communications platform. In everything we do, we strive to strike a balance between products and technology by always placing people at the heart of our efforts. That's exactly what we mean by Zoom for You. And on that note, make the most of your time at Zoomtopia. Take advantage of the many sessions and breakouts we have to offer, particularly those that go deeper to the products we featured today. And on behalf of our entire team, I want to thank you for all that you bring to the Zoom experience.